Hello, Marty from Love Inspiration here. So far, we've covered in this energy-based part of the series, we've covered what is Reiki effectively. We've talked about Celestine Reiki, Kundalini Reiki, and Usui Reiki. And we've also talked about the attunement. What I want to introduce in this lesson is the concept of symbols and how we can work with a number of symbols in our meditation. Symbols are actually a very important part of most energy-based practices. They're found in a number of different types of energy-based healing. Usui Reiki works with symbols. They're introduced during levels 2 and 3. During the Unified Pathway to Light, as we spoke about in the Celestine Reiki lesson, this is also working with symbols in the later parts, the Source of Our Energy Suite, and the Monomo Light. But also in the Divine Light meditations, there are symbols that we work with in meditation. Karuna Reiki works with symbols. Lama Fera works with symbols. So there are many different symbols and many different practices that work with symbols to help the healing and the purification. So what are symbols and how do they work? And these are very interesting questions. Symbols are said to be... we can think of symbols as being keys. Keys which open doors to very pure energy, very high vibrational, light and pure energies. And what they do when we call on them in the healing and we work with them in our meditation, they effectively help to raise our own vibration closer to that of the symbol. So if the symbol is here and we are here, as we put the symbol into our consciousness and bring this in through the practices, we slowly are said to raise in vibration closer to this level of purity, of love, of wisdom, of understanding, of light. And as we are doing this, we can release a lot of energetic blockages, we can release a lot of impurities, we can release a lot of obstacles, so that we become more pure and basically more health, more well-being, and more happiness. Okay, so how do we work with symbols? And this is another very important part of the symbol meditation, obviously. And there are many different ways that we can approach this symbol practice. There are many different techniques taught throughout these energy-based practices when we are working with symbols. So in this meditation, we're just going to introduce you to a few of these practices, and so that you can just start with a very simple practice. Before we get into the actual how to practice with symbols, I want to introduce the symbol that we are going to be practicing within this meditation. And you can see the picture here. The symbol is called Pure Existence. This is its sacred name. And as you can see, you draw pure existence by first drawing the horizontal line, then the vertical line, and then the circle in an anti-clockwise direction. This symbol has come to Love Inspiration through our guides and is also said to be a very high vibrating, pure symbol. And by working with this symbol in your meditation can help to bring you more peace and more wisdom and more understanding into your consciousness so that you can walk forwards on your pathway more easily. So we have introduced the symbol. We're going to now introduce how we can work with this in the meditation. And there's going to be a guided meditation after this. So I will explain how this will work. Mostly when you work with symbols, you are given the symbol, you're told how to draw it. And the practice itself is as simple as drawing the symbol out and tapping it in 3 times. This is a very basic symbol technique. So we can draw it, so we're going to put the symbol into our third eye, for example. We would draw the symbol out, in this case pure existence, and tap it in 3 times while saying the sacred name. Pure existence, pure existence, pure existence. So when you're drawing the symbol, you can use your dominant hand, either your index finger or your fire finger, as it's referred to draw the symbol out. Or you don't have to draw it. You can draw it mentally in your head, literally just imagine drawing the symbol with your mind, or you can just visualize the symbol. But more often than not, we always tap it in 3 times, either with our hand or mentally tapping it in 3 times. This is the first very basic technique, and we will be working with this in the meditation. We'll be putting in pure existence to our crown chakra, then our third eye chakra, and then our heart chakra to start our meditation. And this just will give you some practice with working with this basic technique. It also helps to bring these energies into these chakras and help to do some work to start us off with. The second technique I want to introduce you to now is what I call continual tapping. And in the meditation, this is the next step. What we're going to do is we're going to draw the symbol out above our crown chakra, either in our mind, with our hand, or just visualize that the symbol is here, and we're going to continually tap it into our crown chakra. And what the goal is here is to just bring as much vibration as we can into our body through our crown chakra. It is said that you can actually treat the body through the crown chakra by bringing energy in much the same way as we've experienced in the love line meditation, in the earth healing, in any type of energy-based healing. When you're opening up and receiving from source, from your gods, from your guru, through your crown chakra. It's important to note here as a side note that you can also receive through your third eye chakra, and in this way your crown and your third eye chakra are both inlets where you can receive this energy from. So wherever I talk about the crown chakra as an inlet to treat the body, you can exchange this for the third eye. They're interchangeable. But for now, it's easier to feel in your crown chakra, so we're just going to work with the crown chakra. So moving back to our meditation, you've drawn pure existence in your crown, in your third eye, and in your heart. Now we're going to draw pure existence and continually send pure existence in through the crown chakra. When you're in meditation, you can do many things with symbols. So by bringing in pure existence in through your crown, you can really treat your whole body through your intention to bring that symbol into your body. And this works with divine guidance, divinely guided energies. All symbols always flow, the energy from the symbols always flow to where they are most needed in your body, or in the area you're treating, or in line with your intention. So please just open yourself up to the symbol and allow it to go where it needs to go. And just focus on continually bringing the symbol in, continually tapping it into your body. So this will bring you much benefit in your practice. There are many ways to expand this as you become more progressed, but this is the basic meditation we are working with. Because this is a video series, I will then now talk a little bit about some other techniques that you can use so that you can expand and develop your practice without needing to watch this. And the first one is, when you're doing this meditation and you're bringing these energies in, you will feel most likely a stronger connection to this pure existence vibration. As you feel maybe 10 or 15 minutes into the meditation, you may feel quite filled up with this vibration. And at this stage, what we can do is to expand the practice is we can now just imagine that there's a very big pure existence, literally like over the whole body pure existence. We don't have to draw this per se, but we can just imagine that this symbol is literally encompassing our whole body and is shining out for all beings, the entire cosmos, making sure that we're as expansive as possible. If we believe the symbol is shining out infinitely, and we visualize this with white light, then we will connect more with this vibration. So this is one expansion from this meditation that you can bring in. Another technique, which also works with visualization, is that you can just imagine many symbols, many small pure existence going through your whole body. And this is more for advanced practitioners. Sometimes the visualizations can take a bit of practice, just like anything. and as you become more skilled in visualization, this will become more easier. So this is one more extension that you can do with lots of little symbols, visualizing. One other practice that's taught with symbols, we're not necessarily going to work with this in our meditation, but we can definitely work with symbols in this way once we have more symbols and this type of thing, is to work with the symbols in our chakras. So a very simple meditation for anyone with symbols would be to put the symbols in all the chakras, tapping them in 3 times or continually tapping if you wish to, and then putting the symbols in either here or here and just receiving light. This is a really nice meditation. This is maybe a half an hour, it can be a 45-minute, it can be an hour, it can be as long as you want. And once you do all the chakras and then you do some tapping in here with the symbols, you can just receive light for as long as you wish. And if you get bored, you can just bring more symbols in to anywhere you want. And this leads me to my last symbol technique that I want to share with you today. And this is using symbols to treat an area of the body. Most important, many of us have issues. Most of us have blockages or maybe some physical ailments. And this is the beauty of working with symbols. We can treat those ailments directly. So a very simple technique for this would be to just project the symbol into the area that's pain. So if I have a painful hip, I would just draw out the symbols and tap them in either 3 times, or you can use continual tapping if you wish to. And once you've put the symbols into the area, we can just literally sit in meditation and focus on this area, bringing our awareness to this area. Maybe you are feeling some sensations. Also, you can use some visualizations here. You can imagine that there is just light shining out from this area, and your thinking is that, my body is becoming healthy, all of my impurities are coming out. These types of thinking really help to complement your healing. The mind is very powerful, so you can work with this visualization whilst working on the problem area. One thing I will say about this technique on working on the problem area is that generally it is a good thing to practice at the end of something else. So by way of example, you put the symbols into your chakras, you put the symbols into your crown, you receive energy, then you work with the problem area. And this is a really complementary technique. We work with our body first, we send the energy where it needs to go, and then we work with our problem area after that. So this is just a little tip for you. So I hope this helps you to understand a little bit more about symbols. There are many different symbols that you can work with, as I've said, across many different types of systems. Different symbols have slightly different purposes. You'll find some symbols be very good for treating physical problems, and other symbols might be good for emotional issues. You can find some that are good for healing past life issues, and others which are totally different in their purpose. So there's many different symbols, many different types of energies within each of the symbols. So we really, normally at Love Inspiration, we encourage you to really open yourself up to receiving a bunch of different frequencies. When you're working with symbols, it can be really nice to bring in a lot of different frequencies so that your meditation can really deepen, and you can feel these really beautiful vibrations with each of the symbols adding on top of each other, which allows you to go more deeply into meditation and bring more peace, more love, and more light in your life. So we really hope this has helped you to understand symbols. We're going to do a symbol meditation next, and we hope that this helps you to connect to these beautiful energies of pure existence. Thank you very much, and namaste.